YouTube, welcome back. Today we're going to be starting our new series where we get the viewers submitted games where we're going to analyze and break them down. Now, before we get into it, now none of the people that submitted these videos said they wanted to be anonymous. So I think it's cool to show their gamer tag. But this is not about making fun of the way the players play. This is not about what floor you on or anything of that sort. This is about purely learning and see what we could improve in some areas. I'm gonna be doing a blind reaction, so y'all gonna see only probably like 10 or 13 minutes of the video, like 14 minutes. But from what I've seen, all the games they sent, each person sent in like a whole set. So I'm gonna watch the whole set, and whatever y'all see in the video is which match I decided to keep in the video. So we're gonna hop right into it. Starting off with Jet, he long-time viewer of this channel. I believe he's on floor 9 or 8, but I'm not entirely too sure because it's been a while since he updated me. So we're just gonna hop right into it. Starting off with the Zato matchup. This is a very tough matchup for Leo. One of the things you want to do in this matchup is actually gain space. He did back up in the beginning of the match, but he kind of went in too fast. You kind of want to just stay in this back area right back here. You kind of just want to keep this distance between, you want Zato here and you want Leo right here. So you don't want to actually pressure advantage too much on Zato because he has oppose, so this could like dampen your offense immensely. So you kind of want to just agitate the opponent and get him to come in closer to you. But so far this is just the starting of the match, so we're gonna hop right back in him. Nice. The defensive stance is perfect. He could have held it a little longer to bait out the air attack, but the defensive stance is definitely good in this matchup. Yeah, you're using a defensive stance right, but you're just letting it pop off a little too soon. Nice take back. Yeah, when you're in the corner, it's best to just wait until either you're able to pop off a DP if he overextends, or when Eddie is in recovery. That's when you want to try to take your turn back. You don't want to really take your turn back when he has Eddie, because oppose, and he just hella plus on everything. So usually you just gotta wait until you either could pop off a DP in the corner or Eddie is completely drained. And you got to keep an eye out for the command grab, so always be on ready for that. Another thing, you don't never want to use heavy projectile in this matchup. It's too slow, it's easy to reflect, and it's just going to end up the starter frames is too much, it's easy to reflect. You don't ever want to use heavy projectile. I recommend using the S projectile. Is way faster. It only covers 3/4 of the screen, so even if you reflect it, half of the times it's not going to make its way back to you, and it's drawing Zato in. You don't want to chase Zato, you want to get Zato to chase you, so you want to badger him with the S projectile and get him to come in closer, and that way you could open him up, and like you probably could fish for like a 5H counter hit, stuff like that. It could go a long way in the matchup, just like badgering him with the S projectile. Oh, nice, the gold burst. We can make a comeback. Nice DP choice. Nice DP choice right there. Usually that's the only way you could get out of a Zato player who overextends with Eddie, because Eddie, he has a lot of gaps. He's hella plus on a lot of things, but it's always a string in there, like in his setups, that leaves a gap. So you did good on DP and out of that situation. No. Please don't tell me you lose this because you dropped the combo. If you lose this because I dropped the combo, I'm be so hurt. Oh no. Okay, cool. Cause that was so close. That grab left you with a pixel. Oh my goodness. That'd be the worst feeling, like when you got the game winning combo and something just happened where you just don't close it out. Oh man, that'd be hurting my heart. Nice use of the S projectile. S projectile is king in this matchup. It is your number one move, and then followed by 5H. Oh dang, was it quite close? Nice. Jet closed it out. Now Jet only submitted one game, so Jet, you did really good on closing out. So far, it's no huge major mistakes you were making. It's just some design choices you could change in how you approach the matchup. Not so eager to go in, because that's usually what like Leo players portray is like a rush down character. I don't portray Leo as a rush down character. I think he benefits for having a little bit of patience, but overall you did a good job. Oh, and besides, let me know if y'all want me to actually grade the players that submit videos. I don't know. I don't really want to grade other Leo players, because like, who am I to be grading like people's play styles? But just let me know if it's just a little fun thing. It's not really, I'm not trying to, like look down on other players. But so far you did good in this matchup. We're gonna move on to the next one. Next we got Nab. I actually fought against Nab a couple of times. I don't know if you remember, but I actually fought against you a couple of times. We got Leo versus Goldlewis. This is one of my favorite matchups besides like the Potemkin matchup. Goldlewis, he can't really contest your defensive stance because his low attack is too slow, and he can't get close enough to actually enforce his low attack in the first place. So because the defensive attack is so fast, and then in the corner he just loses to defensive stance. He really can't do nothing to get out the corner against defensive stance. And besides that, his major weakness is that on whiff, he has a lot of recovery on his moves. So you could easily whiff punish him with like 5H or 5S. So we're gonna hop into this match. Good. Always take the back step, because I don't know why the Goldlewis took a back step, but as a Leo player, you should always take the back step. You never know what shenanigans he's gonna do with the with Behemoth Typhoon. So it's always good to take a little step back to see what he want to do. And if he does Behemoth Typhoon, you can easily whiff punish him. Nice. Now the way to counter jump D is actually very simple. Just stay just outside the range. And I know it's kind of crazy where I just say certain things and just do it, but it's actually a reason behind it, because when Goldlewis actually do jump D, they're not actually trying to attack you. They're actually trying to counter you throwing out like 5H or 5S. They're actually trying to hit your hurt box. So what you want to do is just show a little patience, and sometimes you'll just catch a Goldlewis just randomly doing it, and you could just get a whiff punish just like that. That's what Goldlewis players do. They're just trying to hit your hurt box. You see how they were just throwing the jump D out? He didn't hit nobody. He's just trying to hit you. He's just trying to get you to throw out your 5H or your 5S, and just counter it like that. You necessarily don't have to go in on Goldlewis like that. You can actually play a little patient and just like sparingly throw out your 5H. That way you could change up your timing and he won't be able to predict it. So you want to sparingly throw out your 5H, and if he happens to jump, you could go into defensive stance before he could get that punish on the hurt box. So it's really good to use the max range of your 5H. He can't really contest it. Nice, going in for low after the BTH. Nice, getting out the corner. That's a good use of RC. That was a good use of the RC to get out the corner, but you want to actually play a little patient when it comes to that. Goldlewis has a lot of gaps in his Behemoth Typhoons, depending on which one he does. You can actually wait for one of them to try to actually punish. That way you could actually confirm that your DP will actually hit the character, and then you could get a conversion off of it. But using the RC to get out the corner was good. Oh, nice. I like when that did there. He did the 2K to 2K to 6K to DP. That's really strong. I can't do it, so I don't go for it. So if anybody do that, I can't do it. I can't do it consistently. I can do it, but it's just I like to turn my brain off when I'm playing the game. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like, you know what I mean? But that's really good. You got too excited, but this is why it's good to use like 5H in these situations, because defensive stance, you always cover yourself. You can always cover your gaps with defensive stance. When you pressuring like Goldlewis in the corner, just stick to the basics. 5S defensive stance, 5H defensive stance, follow up attack, wait a second, space yourself, throw 5H back out. It makes it a little predictable for a Goldlewis player to like punish your gaps, because Leo has a lot of gaps in almost all of his strings. So that's why I said defensive stance is really strong in the corner. Nice catching him with the overhead. That was a good ender, but you should try to get a setup instead of going for the damage. That way you can reset him. You want to stay closer to him. When you get things going with Leo, it's good to have a setup. That way you could continue your pressure. Usually instead of ended it with 236S, I would have did close slash 2S into crosscut, and that way you would have had a setup. But instead you knocked them away and got a little bit more damage. So nice use of the defensive stance. Yes, plus the BTH is plus. So if they try to poke back, he's definitely going to get clipped. Good, breaking the wall. You can actually have punished that. If you would have used 5H instead of 2K, you would have got the punish. Nice. He definitely got a high octane playstyle. I like it. Nice. Oh, but see, if you would have just did one 5p, you could actually have got a combo off of it. You could have did the 5p into, you know, close slash 2s DP. You would have had a setup in the corner. Hard knock. You could have got the hard knockdown and a setup in the corner, or you could have broke the wall. So you gotta get those conversions off the 5p. Nice. Nice. Nab closed it out. We doing pretty good now. What I want to see in from you in further matchups involving Goldlewis is the more use of the defensive stance. Spacing is key in this matchup. 5H could, you should have used 5H a little bit more in this matchup. Especially like with recovery, baiting out air attacks with the defensive stance. So I just want to see a little bit more patience. But the rush down, the moments you were supposed to go in, you went in and you did just fine. So overall, you're pretty good. So far, what I'm seeing from y'all is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so next we got Leo versus a Mei player. From what he told me that this was, and Warrior, he told me that this was a bracket match. So I'm pretty sure it was a tournament. So he was in a tournament where it was best of 5. So we're going to see how he performed against the Mei player. This is a very tricky matchup for Leo because Mei just dominates the neutral in this matchup. So we're going to hop into it. Turn this down. Okay, so he left it. So let me see something. Oh, okay. So he probably restarted. Restart. Now, when it comes to fighting Mei, there's no right answer. Mei kind of just wins this matchup. In my opinion, she wins this matchup. She just does a hell of a lot of damage. She got a lot of safe jump options to counteract his DP. The best move you can go for in this matchup is utilizing the defensive stance. It's best to play defensive stance against the Dolphin. She can still do her little, I don't even know, what is it like? I don't even know the input. I think it's that little slide attack. I don't play Mei. I never knew what the button was, but she got the little slide attack. So you do got to be wary of that when you're using the defensive stance. That way you always want to kind of like stay backing up while you're in defensive stance to make it harder for her to gauge the range to use the slide attack. But yeah, defensive stance is probably the way to go in this matchup because Dolphin, especially because Dolphin is -3 on block, you really can't punish her out of it. So she could Dolphin, jump back, jump H, or she could backdash into Dolphin again. After those sequences, like when Dolphin attack, I think it's just best to try to take your turn back with either 5H or 2K, because if you do 5H and she backdash, she'll catch the backdash. If she jump up and do like a 5H, you should just go into defensive stance to cover the air attack. 2K, if she try to take her turn back after doing the Dolphin. 5P is also good because you could try to slide in there, and if she backdash or jump, the jump will catch it, and if she's blocking, it'll just give you plus range because she got to land back on the ground. Or if she backdash, you could recover from 5P to do a 2K to punish the backdash. So it's some options you can do after the Dolphin attack. Nice. I hate that about Leo. I don't know if anybody else realized this, but it feel like when you're playing with Leo and somebody wake up it feel like you can't grab him as fast as you was playing with another character. Like, am I the only one that feel like that? I feel like he gotta wait longer to grab somebody. Like that happens to me like way too frequently. But when I play with another character like Chip, it don't happen. I feel like when you playing Leo, you gotta wait extra long to grab somebody. Oh yeah, the setups. Nice, nice. Yeah, man, she is just too good. She definitely like, she has to be like top 3 in this version of Guilty Gear. Nice. Yep. That's why Dolphin is so explosive. Oh my God, this Mei player is not fair. So them Dolphin strikes are so explosive. So you kind of don't want to go head to head with a Mei player. I'm be honest with you. If you hit her, you're not going to get a lot of damage off unless you get like a 5H counter hit. But besides that, you're not going to get a lot of damage just going toe to toe with her. And all she need is one hit, and then she could explode your health bar. So going toe to toe with Mei is probably not the best idea. Because the Dolphin could just pop out at any second. Oh, that was nice. Using the BRC to get the DP. That was nice. Nice. You should have instead of going in for another attack, you should have dashed up. That's what I do, because 5 BTS, a lot of people like to backdash afterwards to catch the BTH. I usually get a lot of opponents by like doing BTS into BT. I heard something. So I usually get a lot of opponents by doing BTK into BTS and then dashing up, and then I'll just continue my offense like that. Because they'll usually try to gain space. Not too many players will try to take their turn back against Leo. So you could use that to your advantage. So if you're in like offense stance and you know your opponent never once try to take your turn back, then you could just like dash up. It's fine. Oh man, baited out the gold burst. Nice, nice. Mixing up. That was nice. He mixed them up. It's a little bit of a gamble because if you don't have your timing down on point, all the opponent got to do is wake up grab. But because he mixed the overhead in with the cross cut, and made it ambiguous for what the opponent should do on wake up. Because if you try to throw, the overhead going to get them. If you go for the cross cut and they try to block the overhead, then you know what I mean, you're going to mix them up. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. That was a bit of a gambit. That was a gambit. Nice, nice. Take your turn back. Nice. Y'all see this? Y'all see the privilege that Mei players got? This is crazy. Privilege, man. Nice. Closed it out. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Mei players got so much privilege and they don't even realize it, bro. They got dolphin privilege. You did pretty good. I would work on some more setups, but the ones you were using wasn't bad. It forces the opponent to react and make a decision. So you didn't give your opponent time to think on most of your situations. So that's good. Like me, I'm a huge set play type of player. So once I like prime them to stop backdashing, I would have went for like a guard crush or something after the cross cut. Command grab, guard crush, command grab, guard crush, cross cut. There's a lot of things you could do once you get the opponent to respect you. But so far you did pretty good in that match. You did pretty good in that match. Just use more defense. I said this every match, but defensive stance is really good in these matchups where Leo lose the neutral. He lose the neutral against May. He lose the neutral against Zato. So defensive stance could really help out a lot where you can't win in those areas. I like the first match. So we're gonna move on to the last one. Was by Chaos King. This is a Testament and Leo matchup. This is one of the worst matchups. It's no right answer to fighting Testament. He just is a straight up hard counter for Leo. But this was a top 10 situation, so this is actually a tournament thing where he was actually top 10, and from what he said in the message, he actually loses this match. So we're gonna check it out. This is the match that got him out the tournament. So we're gonna check this out. This is a hard match. Oh, I gotta turn that down. Hold up. I mean, and started off with Arbiter sign. Yeah, usually when you block Arbiter sign, especially the overhead one, it's best to try to take your turn back with 2-3-6S. They don't have enough time to do another move if you just do 2-3-6S. Nice use of the 5H. You got to press your advantage. I like what he's doing. He's pressed his advantage. He can't let Testament get out the corner in this situation. He has to press his advantage. So far, I like what I'm seeing. Usually when it's best to do against Testament, when they're just throwing out random buttons, you gotta push up, but not too far. You gotta like get your opponent to whiff 5S. They love throwing that move out. It has some decent whiff recovery. It's not punishable, but it's enough whiff recovery where if they whiff it, you could then go in and try to take your turn back. Right there. So that's what I'm saying. You could dash in, back up real quick, try to get him to whiff the 5S, and that's when it's your time to take the turn back. But it's hard to do that in this matchup because of the projectile spam. Nice with punishing him with the S projectile using RC cancel to go in. I like it. Now, I like he had patience on his wake up because he had 50% meter. That was good. There's no need to rush it. Nice. You could have beat it out that YRC. I like what he did right here because right here he paused last time because Testament had 50% meter, so he was very patient on that front because you got to be wary of the reversal. But this time, the next time he knocked him down, he went straight in. He didn't wait for him. So this is good, mixing up your sometimes it's good to let your opponent wake up for free, and then the next time you knock them down, you could get them to open up because they're not going to think you're going to try to challenge them because they got 50% meter. Players will know that, and they will try to use that against you because people are afraid of the reversals. They'll try to wake up 2P, wake up backdash, wake up jump. So it is a risk, but it's a risk worth taking. Oh. Nice. That's projectile. Why is this character has this stuff? Nice. That was all burst safe. He could not have burst that. Yeah, so that round was pretty much wrapped. Even if he could spin his burst, it wasn't a good idea. As projectile, it's a tricky situation. You need it in this matchup, but if you use it too much, it can be used against you because of the teleport. You just got to find the right time to use your S projectile. And if you have meter, I would try to fish for like a dash up 2D, because it could cover some good distance. If they block it, that's why the RC is there, to keep you safe. And now you in where you want to be at. And if it hits, you get a setup. So it's a very hard matchup indeed. Nice 6P in the 5S. Dang, he clipped his 2D. That's crazy. You see what we got to put up with? Do you see? Wait, how can Leo has so many bad matchups, bro? It's just crazy. The stuff you got to put up with in the Testament matchup is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. If you don't have good reactionary skills, this matchup is damn near impossible, bro. It almost got out of frame. It is a shame because it's not too many opportunities you get in the Testament matchup. And it's a lot of stuff that Testament got that hard counters Leo. But from what I've seen, you just got to work on your set play. Set play in the Testament matchup is your only way to win. If you don't have good set play, then you're gonna fail in the matchup. But that's gonna be the end of today's video. Like I said, please, we're not making fun of nobody in this in these videos. This is purely to not only learn from others, but so the viewers that submit in the videos can also learn what they could do in the matchup. So just keep that in mind. This is not a joke on anybody's expense or how bad they are at the game or how good they are at the game. This is for us to use it as a way to improve. But if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like up button and let me know what y'all thought down in the comments. Do y'all want this to be a continuous series where I've analyzed viewers' games? Just let me know. So yeah, I have fun doing this. I like analyzing the games. I like helping people improve. This is why I have this channel, so other players can kind of, get their to get in their groove, to help them with matchups. Like I said, Chaos King, he was playing tournaments. He got top 10 because he's watching the videos and he's learning. That's what this is all about. So you could accomplish what you want out in the fighting game. So with that being said, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.